Good morning, guys. We finished our hike yesterday and went to a brewery called 2 Foot Brewing, which was really good. Our camera battery died though, so we never got to close it out or finish the day off. But today is a new day and we're here at our friend's farm. And they're gonna have an event today with horses and cattle. I'm not sure what it's called. I don't pretend to know anything about horses and cattle, but let's go along. Oh, there's a chicken. Is this the adventurous chicken?
Yes. Just jump in your truck and go with you.
This is the one this one will go with you.
Yeah.
Hello. And he's off.
They're actually pretty cool.
They're super cute. What are we doing? We're gonna go get the chicken some food. You wanna go get some chicken food? Okay, let's go. Are we getting chicken food? Chicken food? What did we get? We got this one. We got some chicken foods. Which one? This one? No, I think we're looking for corn. Huh? We're looking for corn. You ready, bud? Huh? They're leaving us. What's in there?
Chicken food.
Chicken food? Oh, are you gonna give some to the chickens? Let me see them chicken eggs. Nice. Good morning, guys. Today is the day. Today is the day we get to pick up our van, finally. It's been, 17 days since we've had the van? We broke down on September 11th, and it's now September 28th. So it's been a minute. We're super excited to see the van again and sleep in our own bed. We're just packing up this apartment and getting ready to pick her up. Time to get the van and hit the road. Good morning, guys. I'm not sure where we left off on this, but as you can tell, this backdrop is not our van. We did not get it back yesterday as we were very excited to get it back, but we did not. Yeah, so we came back to the apartment for another day and we are supposed to get it back today. So fingers crossed that today is the day that we actually get our home back. Because we're definitely ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Human error is what made this last so long. So the part they're fixing now is the part we knew was broken, which is the oil pan gasket. and it's just leaking oil all the way around the oil pan. And I told them this when we got there. They wrote it down. I talked to their service manager probably 3 times on the phone and like once or twice in person. So then they get the transmission fixed, drive it, and then call us like, hey guys, so the transmission's working real good and there's an oil leak now. Like, really? You mean the one I told you about when you got it? So besides the adjuster being 6 days to get out there to look at the van, now the van had been on their lift over 2 weeks and they failed to fix the thing that they knew was broken when we took it in.
Yeah, this started on September 11th and it is now
September 29th. Yeah, and most of this was human error. It really, when they got the parts in for the transmission, they fixed that in a day, which wasn't a big deal. But yeah, overall just laziness is what has caused massive delays. But luckily, we're around really good people. So we've actually had fun while we're up here, but we are pretty sick and tired of sitting on an air mattress and we're ready to get back in our van.
Yeah, it definitely has not been all bad. We had a ton of fun, which we'll definitely show you guys, but yeah, we're ready to get back to our own bed and not be on the squeaky air mattress.
If this is the worst, you know, when the van breaks down and we got lucky being around friends, it's not that bad, but
hopefully next time we see you guys, we got the van.
Hopefully. See you soon.
I don't know if you guys noticed this background, but we're back in the van. Finally, after what, we broke down 18 days ago.
Yeah, 18 days ago.
So yeah, we're back in the van. We just picked it up, dropped off the rental, and on our way back up into Maine.
Round two.
I think we just crossed into Maine.
Good morning. So today I'm going to attempt to install the diesel heater that's going to go under the passenger seat right here. So we didn't go with the fancy Webasto or anything like that. We went with the like $200 Chinese brand because a lot of people have used it and said it's fine. We don't plan on winter camping a whole lot. So as long as it works decently, we'll be pretty happy. Came in that box, time to dig into it. Here we go, this is everything that came in the box. You got the actual heater, fuel pump, controller. Then you have a little muffler with your exhaust, all your hardware, fuel filter, well, fuel mesh screen, not necessarily a filter, but works pretty good. Wiring harness. This is your tube that's going to take the fuel from your gas tank to your diesel heater. Mounting plate, intake tube, right here. Your intake tube, and this is your tube that you can put this over, which goes onto the end of the heater, like that, for direction. Then of course, instructions. What didn't come with it were these. These are quick connect fittings that will go to the auxiliary fuel line on the tank in my Ram ProMaster. Yeah, it also comes with its own tank. Now that we have all the parts out of the box, everything looks like it's in place. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is start removing the seat. Spare tire kit's out, seat's out. Now, I gotta figure out exactly where I want to put a hole and everything, so gotta start uncovering the floor a little bit. All the hoses and all that are attached in the bottom. Now that I have the hoses attached, holy hair. Now that I have the hoses attached, I have the intake, the exhaust, and the fuel line attached and are running beneath with this cable. That cable actually goes to the pump. So the pump, the exhaust, the muffler, all that's gonna get mounted on the outside underneath. So, gonna get back at it.
Guys, it's a construction zone in here.
Huh?
I was just telling the camera it's a construction zone in here. It's a hot mess. All right, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but it is dark outside and we're still working on this heater. Hey, Joe.
Hey, yeah.
How much do you love installing this heater?
Absolutely hate it. It's been driving me nuts. They didn't send some of the right parts. So it's just kind of been a bit of a debacle. But we're getting it done. Well, day 2. I got the heater installed last night. I worked pretty late on it and was gonna time lapse the whole thing and then quickly realized that it took way too long and the batteries would all die. So just kind of went through it. Setting it up isn't very difficult. It is finagling everything into place, which is a difficult part. And then them sending the wrong tubing, which I did find out looking at it, they may have wanted me to do like a very janky setup. So they sent a thick tube and like a thin tube. But then there would have been 2 joints at every connection on the fuel line, which is ridiculous. So I went and bought some polyethylene, which is good for gases and fluids and things like that. Got it all mounted up. Now, gotta fire it up, see if it actually puts out any heat. So, we have a controller, and the heater is tucked in here. I know it's hard to see, but the door's got to be shut because of the exhaust. And one thing we did have to do is prime it, which the instructions for the Chinese heater were say hit OK and an arrow. It was actually hit the settings and an arrow, and then it puts you in there. So we did buy like the $200 Chinese heater because we didn't want to fork up $2 grand for like a Webasto or anything crazy like that. So let's give it a go. As you can probably hear, the fan's kicking up. So it takes a few minutes for it to start getting warm. It'll start spinning and blowing small amounts of air, and then the pump will start pulling, which on our display, it has a little pump signal right over here. And then the colors change on it as well. So now it's getting red, it's getting hot. We haven't figured out exactly how to adjust it yet because we just fired it up. So we'll update you, but right now it's hot and it's blowing air all the way up to Mindy. It works. Now let's see if it lasts.
I think they think I'm feeding them. Is this your house? Oh, there you go.
Chicken Taj Mahal.
The chicken Taj Mahal.